Oh no, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. What's going on, y'all? It is Thursday. What is it, 12th? January 12th. And as you can see, we got some rain coming in. It stormed this morning, then this little bit right here come in just real quick on us. Pops was down there in the field getting some more firewood for the heater, and got a little.
Oh, it turned a little cool.
Yeah, got a little rain, and so we're back in the shop this afternoon. We got some more primer. We actually got the paint, and what I'm gonna do is probably gonna mix up some more primer. Go ahead and prime everything that we didn't get last night. The way that the chassis is laying right now, it's still laying on its top. So we're gonna go ahead and prime everything we can the way it's laying right now, and then I'll probably put another coat on what we did prime since the gun wasn't working right. But I cleaned the gun. For those worried, I did take the gun completely apart. I did clean it completely out, sprayed some more paint thinner through it, cleaned every part of it. So we should be good to go. Get everything adjusted right on it. And y'all stick with us. We're gonna do some more painting this evening. And depending on how fast the primer dries, we may get some color on it tonight. I don't know, but I doubt it. But hopefully we can get the whole thing primed, and we can get a fire built in the heater because it's supposed to drop tonight. The cold front coming in, so it's supposed to drop, and we'll have a fire built in here so the primer is set up good. Yeah, sun's shining now, so who knows? We'll see what happens. Y'all stick with us. All right, y'all, so we had to do a little repositioning. Our ceiling up there, our roof, sprung a leak on us. It was coming down a pretty good downpour, so we just slid our paper and everything over under all that's been covered up, and it'll be fine right there. We got plenty of room to get around it. So now we can get some more primer on it and see if we can't cover up a lot more of this old black and orange. Y'all hang out with us. We're gonna do some painting. I hope y'all can tell in that video as much as we can tell in person, but it went a lot better that time. What I did was I watched some YouTube videos this morning, and the air pressure adjustment on the gun is not really that adequate for what you want to do. So I watched a video where a guy screwed that air all the way out and let the gun have all the air in the gun, but regulate it with a regulator in his airline. We didn't have a regulator last night. We did, but it was old, and Pop's got it fixed up today, and I put that regulator on, adjusted it to 40 PSI, and man, it laid some primer down today, so it looks good. We're gonna let this dry. We pretty much sprayed everything we could. There's some that we didn't spray, but we can get it from the top. It should dry quick. Yesterday I was mixing with paint thinner. Today I mixed with acetone. The acetone just lets the primer dry faster. So it should be pretty dry. I mean, I just sprayed this a little bit ago and it's already looking dry, but we'll let the rest of it dry. We got a good breeze coming through here, and we'll get it rolled over, and we'll start priming the top. Once we get the top primed, then we'll roll it back over and get it back on its lid like it is right now, and we'll start spraying some black. Y'all hang tight. We got a lot more to come. Y'all remember me talking about our tripod being multi-use? It'll also carry firewood. Pops ran down to the field and got us some firewood. We're going to put it back there by the heater so we'll have it. And after we get this thing flipped over here in a little bit and prime the top, we'll probably put 2 or 3 coats of primer on the top because that's the part we want to look the best. So we'll build a fire tonight because it's supposed to get cool. That way this thing can cure all night and be in here and be warm. So y'all hang tight. We're going to get this firewood moved. We get this thing flipped over and we're going to keep on painting. All right. We got it flipped over. We got it sitting on some 4-inch thick, some 4x4s and some 4x6s over here. That way it'll be lower. It'll be easier to see everything from the top and down. So it kind of gives you, we ain't having to reach up so high in primer. We're going to get her wiped down and cleaned up where we had it upside down, and we don't have a whole lot that ain't primed. So now we get to spraying the rest of this stuff. Like I said, we'll do 2 or 3 coats on this top because it's what we want to look best, is mainly the halo and everything and the down tubes to the rear. But we'll get all that covered pretty good and let this sit overnight and tonight and let it cure good. Tomorrow, I think the high is like 40 degrees. So unless we get it pretty warm in here tomorrow, which if Pops is able to get down here in the morning and catch the fire, maybe there might be something left in the heater, then he may can stoke up the fire in the morning and keep it warm all day tomorrow. And if he does that, then when I get home tomorrow evening, we may be able to come down here and lay some black on it. But we'll have to flip it back over for that and start over like we did with the primer. Y'all hang tight. We're going to get this thing wiped down. We're going to get it cleaned up, get some more primer mixed up, and get to spraying this top side. What are you doing? You come to paint? Yeah, ignore me. Y'all hang tight. We're going to get to spraying. All right, y'all, so we got first coat of primer on the top. What I done was just like a little light coat. Try to cover everything, but I wasn't trying to cover everything at the same time. Give it a good tack coat. And we're gonna let that tack up. We're gonna let that dry a little bit, let it get pretty tacky. And then I'll mix up some more primer, and then we'll really lay some primer to it on the second coat, probably the third coat. Just so the top will look good. It'll be primer good, and then we'll let that sit and cure. And then I bought some 320 sandpaper, and y'all saw me sanding a little bit in the time lapse. I was sanding some of the runs from last night. So that 320 done real good with this primer that felt rough. So what we'll probably do is before we spray the black, we'll take that 320 and just kind of scuff it a little bit, blow it off, clean it real good, take a tack cloth. I gotta get some tack cloth. Tack it real good, and then we'll lay some black on it hopefully tomorrow or this weekend. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna mix up some more primer here in a minute, let this dry a little bit. We're gonna throw some more primer to it. Appreciate y'all watching. Hang out, enjoy the music. We hope y'all enjoy the music. Enjoy the time lapse. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Well, that was 2 coats on the top. And me and Pops like it pretty good. You like it?
I like it.
All right. We inspected it pretty good, and with that Rust-Oleum primer being so thick, we didn't think it was needed for a third coat. But as y'all can tell, you can't see grind marks. Most people were worried about that, so. But we got her on there pretty thick, plus the paint. We're gonna do 2 coats at least, maybe 3 of the paint. So we like what this looks like right now, and we're gonna let this sit and let it cure. And here in a little bit, we'll build a fire before we leave and go to the house, or we may come back down here and build a fire when the temperature starts to drop tonight. And that way this can keep curing and through the night and be pretty dry and pretty hardened up and ready for some black to be thrown down on it. End this video off right here. That way we can get this video up of the final priming process. And y'all stay tuned because we are definitely fixing to throw some black on this thing. And it already looks better to us as one color. And there was a bunch of different colors on there. Y'all seen it before we painted it. So it looks real good to us now. And it'll definitely look good with that satin black on it. We hope. We hope. We got our fingers crossed that we can lay that black down pretty good. So y'all stick with us. We got a lot more content coming. We got a lot more coming on our chassis. We got a couple more projects coming up. And we got some racing coming up. So y'all hang tight. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing, like, comment. We appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't followed us on Facebook, if y'all haven't followed us on Facebook yet, go check us out on the Berm on Facebook. That's where we post. If I'm going to upload a video, that's where I usually post first that the video's coming out or I'm uploading. So y'all check us out on Facebook. Until next time.
See y'all later. God bless.
Appreciate y'all.